Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to Urban Gameplay Weekly Gaming News Updates. Time for Mad Pepper to bring you that heated news.
Yo, what's good peeps? As we finally enter March 2018, Sony have finally revealed March 2018 free downloadable games with PlayStation Plus. And first up on the PlayStation 4 freebies list is Bloodborne. Bloodborne is an action role-playing game played from a third-person perspective and features elements similar to those found in the likes of the Dark Souls games. Bloodborne received some really great feedback upon its release in 2015, and many went as far to even hail this game as probably their favorite game of 2015. Whilst I personally found the game really challenging, I will say that it is still a phenomenal title, and great to see a game like this, especially from this caliber of a game, added to the PlayStation Plus list, and will be a treat for those who never actually got around to playing the game before. I've got the physical copy of this game, so it will be a nice addition to add this digitally to my particular library of digital games. Next up, and yet again another superb title added to the PlayStation Plus list for March 2018 is Ratchet Clank. For those who might not be too familiar with this particular title, Ratchet Clank is basically a 3D platform shooter where the player navigates diverse environments, defeating enemies with an array of different weapons and gadgets and traversing obstacles. Now, I got this game on release and thoroughly enjoyed my experience with the game, so for those who yet again like Bloodborne never got around to buying this particular game, I do really recommend this title as it is extremely fun. Available to both PlayStation 4 players and PlayStation 3 owners through cross-buy is Mighty No. 9, which focuses on 2D platforming with a blend of 2D and 3D artwork and animation. There is no denying that this game didn't really go down too well with fans who believe that this could have been a spiritual successor for the likes of the Mega Man series prior to its release. But when the game actually did come out, critics went in really hard on the game with regards to the game's design, graphics, content, voice acting, story and technical performance. Now, I personally never got around to playing this game, but now this is free, I suppose I do get the chance to see if it is as bad as everyone has made out. PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita owners will get a chance to play Clear Extended Cut, which is basically a 2D horror adventure game. Now, I know this game is based on pretty much a traumatic story with plenty of twists and turns throughout your adventure, and I certainly have read quite a few reviews online, and this game kind of seems to be getting quite a few mixed opinions from various gamers out there and seems to be more borderlining on the average scoreline. Looking at the particular trailer that I've uploaded in this video, I'm not too sure as to whether this is a type of game that really appeals to me personally, but I will probably still add it to my collection nonetheless. Next up for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita owners is Bombing Busters. Now, this game pretty much looks like a rip-off from the Bomberman series, but there's no denying it still somewhat looks like fun. The game features 5 picturesque worlds with 30 wicked mazes and a hilarious single-player adventure where you help Mr. Witty Dr. Wallow get rid of all the critters and become the ruler of the galaxy. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't even heard of this game before, yet alone come across it even in the PlayStation Store whilst browsing. But as someone who really enjoys the likes of Bomberman, I don't see why I shouldn't give this little game a go, and who knows, it might surprise me and be a little hidden gem amongst the PS Plus list for 2018 for March. Last up on the PlayStation Plus list and available to PlayStation 3 owners is Legend of K, which is basically an action-adventure platformer where you play as a young warrior who tries to save his once peaceful island from the gorillas and rats who have conquered it. Keeping it real, my PlayStation 3 has been packed away for quite some time now, and that I will be unpacking it anytime soon to play this particular game. But I guess for those who still rinse their PlayStation 3 till this day, by all means do give this game a go because it does look like a pretty decent platformer. This is probably one of the best PS Plus lineups that I've seen in quite some time, especially with the likes of Bloodborne and Ratchet Clank on the list, as those two games are pretty strong titles if you've never played them before. I know they're probably considered old games by now, but whilst I own both of these games, I personally will still grab them digitally and happily play both games again when the free time does present itself. As always, there are a few fillers in the list, but to be fair, in my opinion, the fillers ain't drastically terrible terrible as some months we've seen in the past. I actually got an email today from PlayStation saying that March 2019 will be the last time we actually receive PS3 and PlayStation Vita games with PlayStation Plus. So I guess it's best to simply download all the free games for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita for the next 12 months to at least get your money's worth with regards to your subscription. Anyway peeps, what do you make of the PlayStation Plus lineup for March 2018? Is there anything in the list that tickles your fancy, or do you still think that this was a pretty poor offering from Sony? As always, if you enjoyed this very quick rundown, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before. And until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.